When the dust from the first battles of World War II had somewhat settled, the battle for the very existence of Britain was won, and the British Army realized its dire need for a well-defended vehicle that would ensure the success of the British counteroffensive in Europe. It was a wise decision to enlist the help of experienced allies. The United States answered the call and began designing a suitable vehicle at the same time as the British designers did. The T14 was an American project ordered from the UK. In July of 1941, production of the first prototypes began. But as the battles went on, the UK realized that it didn't really need the vehicle anymore, and the US wasn't interested in it either. The orders were canceled, the project was closed, and the prototypes were sent into storage. But we have cleared the dust from them and put them in War Thunder. This is a heavy with a stretch. The upper armor plate is 50 to 102 millimeters thick with a 60-degree slope. It can withstand a hit from an angle, which is something. But it's better to get hit in the turret, whose frontal armor is 76 millimeters thick with an additional 51 millimeter gun mantlet over it and another 88 millimeter plate behind it. That's generally around 140 millimeters in total. But be careful, you might get hit in the cheek. What's great is that the armor around the turret is 102 millimeters thick, so an enemy who's creeping up from the side can forget about an easy kill. The hull sides aren't made of cardboard either. From 51 to 63 millimeters of sloped armor can withstand the same hits, while large side screens can save your tracks. Typical for early vehicles, many serious men provide impressive survivability of the vehicle in case armor fails. There are 5 of them. The driver and radio operator are in the hull, while the commander, gunner, and loader are in the turret. Ammo lies right on the floor, which is very good. Not many people know where the Achilles heel of this rare vehicle is. Now, the Achilles spear of this vehicle is the 75mm M3 gun that you may know from early Shermans. Single plane stabilizer removes the sway of the gun at low speed. Vertically, it can go down to -10 degrees, which is very good, and up to 24. The cool thing is, it's got 3 ammo types, APs for everyone, APCRs for tigers and smoke shells. Make sure to load about 5 of them. You'll thank me later. Light armament, as expected of an American tank, is just great. Anti-aircraft 12.7mm and a pair of hull-mounted 7.7mm Browning machine guns. 11.7 horsepower per ton is just a tiny bit less than what most enemy medium tanks have, and on par with other heavies, although a maximum speed of 38 kilometers per hour certainly leaves a lot to be desired. T14 is a heavy that's not quite thick-skinned, leaning more towards a medium tank, and that makes it a versatile choice for the front line. It won't eat shells for breakfast, but can surely take a punch and hit back hard with its Sherman gun. The AP will be enough for most enemies, but you should also carry a dozen of APCRs for the real heavies. Mind the angles. Sloped armor is your friend and will help you shine brighter and live longer. But beware of mediocre reverse speed. It's just like the Soviet vehicles. Use smokes. They are great to capture favorable positions without having to constantly repair tracks and transmissions. And if you are playing in realistic battles, then you can rely on your armor even more. After all, nobody expects that kind of protection from something that looks like a regular Sherman. You're also more or less good for long-distance combat, but you'll feel much better on hills that hide your hull. Those -10 degrees of your gun will really help if you utilize the landscape to your advantage, and your mobility that's close to medium tanks will help you become a decent pillbox in a place where the regular heavies will take their time getting to. Read more about the T14 in the article on War Thunder Wiki.